Happy day students. Sen Academy, Pallikarnai, class 7 mathematics. So this is chapter 22 bar graph. Okay, chapter 22 bar graph. So I hope everybody learned the word, everybody heard the word the bar graph. I hope, because in 6th grade itself we have bar graph. Okay, even though I will be explaining clearly fully about the bar graph. Okay. Yes. So first of all, we need to understand what exactly the bar graph is. A bar graph is a pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangle of equal width and varying height. So in a bar graph, we need to do it in a graph paper. Bar graph we need to do in a graph paper, and we have to draw a rectangles in equal width, but the height may vary according to the numbers. Okay, so according to the marks or according to the cycles produced, so whatever, so according to that the height may vary, maximum minimum that may vary, but the width is the same. So we used to draw the rectangle on the bar graph. We used to draw the rectangle on a graph. Okay, so see down, these rectangles are drawn either vertically or horizontally. So we need to draw a rectangle either vertically or horizontally, but we used to draw only vertically on a graph paper, keeping equal space between them. The height of a rectangle depends upon the number of its represents. So as I told you in the previous one, so the height of the rectangle, the height of the rectangle is based on the number of represents. Okay, so this is called a bar graph, and then next slide I will be explaining how to draw a bar graph. Yes, so this is a graph paper. We already know what is a graph paper. Okay, so we can draw the graph by following steps given that. So the first step, what we have to do, on a graph paper, draw a horizontal line, that is a OX, or we can give any name. So so the horizontal name we can give, that is a OX, and the vertical line, that is a OY. So we know this is a horizontal line. This 10, 20, 30, 40 is a this is a vertical line, and this is a horizontal line. Okay, and then these lines are called the x-axis and y-axis. So this vertical line will be y-axis, this horizontal line will be x-axis. Mark point at equal intervals along the x-axis. So in x-axis we have to mark a point, mark the intervals according to the question. Below these points, write the name of the data item whose value to be plotted. So we have to write the name of the data. So that is a French, English. This is the subjects. So French, English, Maths, Geography, Science, whatever. Okay. So choose the suitable scale. So we have to write the scale. Scale is very important while you are doing the bar graph. On the scale, determine the height of bars for the given numerical values. So on the scale, we have to write the correct numerical values. See here it is 1 student, to 10, 20, 30, 40. So 10 students in each division. 10 students in each divisions. Okay, so we have tried this 20 division is equal to 10 students. 20 divisions is equal to 10 students. And next one, choose a mark of these heights parallel to the y-axis from the point taken at the step 2. So we have to draw, suppose of French, how many students? 30 students. English, how many students? 20 students. According to the question, we have to draw the rectangle. So I told you already, the width is the same for all the rectangles, but the height may vary according to the students. Okay, so French, how many students? That is a 30, and English 20, Maths 26, Geography 38, Science 34. So like this we have to draw a bar graph. I hope everybody understood the concept. And the next thing, we can see one example. So the first example, the marks obtained by Gunal in his annual examination are shown below. So the Gunal's mark in annual examination. So the first subject is a Hindi, English, Maths, Science, Social. So he got Hindi 63 mark, English 75 mark, Mathematics 90 mark, Science 72 mark, Social Science 58 mark. Okay, so step by step we have. So what is the first step? On a graph paper, draw a horizontal line OX and a vertical line OY, as I told you in the previous slide. Okay, so these two represent the x-axis and the y-axis. Along OX, write the name of the subject at a point taken at uniform gaps. Choose the scale. One small division is equal to 1 mark. Then the height of the various bars are, see the graph? Yes. So this is a graph. So I told you already, that is on a graph, draw a horizontal line OX and the vertical line OY. See, this is a vertical line. This is a vertical line, that is the OY, and this is a horizontal line, that is the OX. Okay. So these two lines represent x-axis and y-axis. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Okay, so choose the scale. One small division is equal to 1 mark. Okay, so like that we have to, so this 1 unit is equal to 10 marks. So this 1 unit is equal to 10 marks, 10 marks, 10 marks, 10 marks. So 10 we are taken, that is 1 unit is equal to 10 marks. So whatever subjects they have given the question, that we have to write in the x-axis: Hindi, English, Mathematics, Science, Social Studies. So Hindi, how much mark he got? That is 63 mark. So we have to mark it as a 63 mark. So all the rectangles width is the same. According to the mark only the heights may vary. Okay, so this is a bar graph. Children, I think you understood how to draw the bar graph. And next, coming to the next slide. Yes, double bar graph. So previously we have seen only single bar graph. Only single bar graph we have seen. This is a double bar graph. Double bar graph means in a graph we have to draw, double means 2. So two rectangles we have to draw. So first let me explain what is double bar graph. A double bar graph is a graphical display of information using 2 bars. So that is a double bar. 2 bars means double bar. Beside means next. So bar beside each other at various heights. A double bar graph is mainly used to compare 2 types of related data. So it is mainly used to, for example, half-yearly examination he got this mark, annual examination he got this mark. Okay, so only comparing the examination of one person, that we can use, that is a double bar graph. Okay, we'll see the next slide. Yes, is the question. Okay, so yes, the marks obtained by a student in various subjects in first term and a second term. Okay, out of 100 in each test are given below. Out of 100 in each test are given below. So subject: English, Hindi, Mathematics, Science, Social Science. Marks obtained in first term, marks obtained in second term. So in the first term he got only less marks comparing to the second term. Okay, so English he got in the first term 65, but in the second term 67. Hindi only he less. First term 70 and second term 68, he less mark. And Mathematics 88 first term and in the second term 94. And Science 82 marks in the second term 85 marks. Okay, Social Science 71 mark in a first term, 76 in a second term. So he got increasing number only, comparing to the first term to the second term. Only Hindi he got less mark in second term. Okay, and then another question: draw a double bar graph choosing appropriate scale. Answer the question in given below also. Okay, so this is the question. This we can see later. First we have to draw a yes, graph. We have to draw a graph first. Okay, so first, on a graph paper, draw a horizontal line OX and a vertical line OY. So on a graph paper we have to draw a line, that is OX, OY, x-axis and a y-axis. Along OX, write the name of the subject taken at the appropriate uniform gaps. So we have to draw in a yes. So we have to draw the, we have to write the name of the subjects in a proper measurement. Okay, then choose the scale. One small division is equal to 1 mark. So the small division is equal to 1 unit is equal to 10 marks. So this is a scale. Okay, and marks in first term. In a first term, this also we have to write marks in first term, marks in second term. Okay, and the next thing, the height of the various pair of bars in terms of number of small divisions are: English 65 and 67, Hindi 70 and 68, Mathematics 88, 94, Science 82, 85, Social Science 71, 76. So according to the marks, we have to, English in the first term, that is a 65. So 65 we have to measure it and draw a rectangle, and in the second term 67. Like that for Hindi, like that for maths, like that for science and social, everything we have to draw. So this is the way of drawing the bar graph. So after that they ask the question here, right? So here, in which subject, here three questions they asked. In which subject has the child improved his performance the most? So in which subject the child has improved most? So coming to here, maths only he improved most, because 88 marks in 88 marks in the first term, but in the second term he got 94. So 6 marks he improved. So the first one answer is 6 marks. Mathematics is the subject he has improved most. Okay. And then second question, in which subject is the improvement the least? So in which subject the improvement least? Which subject the improvement least? That is the English. Why we are taking English means only 2 marks he increased. Only 2 marks he increased. Others and all, here 3 marks increased. Here 5 marks increased. But here only 2 marks are increased. So English is the increased improvement least. Has the performance gone down in any subject? Yes. So Hindi only the performance has gone down, because in the first term 70 and then second term is a 68. So his performance has gone down. Okay. So this is the answer. Yes. So the difference in the height of the second bar of the first bar maximum, the mathematics is the improvement most, and here the English is the least improvement in the English. Yes, the performance has gone down in Hindi. So this is the answers, I think, children. So you understood the bar graph and double bar graph also. Thank you, children. I hope everybody understood the bar graph. Thank you, ma'am.